What's up, Carpaholic? Not much. I am gonna be getting. I just got material in for one of those pitchforks, so I'm gonna be welding one up. Close to being done. I gotta get a couple parts yet. I didn't have time to get them ready, but I kind of cleaned up some stuff to make a pitchfork. The first one that I'll be doing on Facebook is going to be going on the Catch of the Cats page, up for grabs on there. But then after that, I unfortunately only will have about enough material to make 5 more that I'll be throwing on my website. Hopefully within the next week or so, I'm going to get those done. I'm going to throw them on my website and then make an announcement. So for people that want to scoop up one of the pitchforks, there'll be 5, at least for some people to grab them. And then I'll probably be ordering, seeing how well that goes. And then if it goes good, I'll be adding more material list for next time to get a bigger kind of quantity going. I'm kind of limited on money right now, so got to start out small. But yeah, I'm going to just start welding this one up today. Figure I'd go live for a little bit. I just wanted to say thanks to those that have started subscribing to the YouTube channel. It's been awesome to see it grow. So yeah, just going to sit here and do a little bit of welding. How much are you charging for the pitchforks? I'm going to, once I get everything cut, I kind of narrowed it down. I didn't kind of do all the math yet, but I think I'm going to narrow it down. It's going to be, depending, it's probably going to be within like the 80, it all depends, 80 to like $110, kind of for the pitchfork and the bar attachment. I'm going to probably sell everything kind of together. So you'd get the pitchfork, and then you'd get the bar that gets mounted on top, and it's going to have, the tubes to put your rod holders in, the stompers. And what I thought I was going to do, I might kind of hold off on that. Like on the one I've been kind of posting that I sent out or gave to somebody. There's like 3/8 kind of nuts for like the bolt rod holder style. I might hold off and not even do that because running like a 3/8, you could. I don't have. Actually, I do. I guess I don't really have it on hand, but I got a 3/8 nut right here. So what you can do with where you'd be mounting your claws, your stompers on, like these, you'd be mounting these stompers right through these tubes to hold them in. You could actually utilize, the end, stomper, and you can throw your 3/8 rod holder bolt for that, like a style for your boat, right through that hole. And you just need a nut for the top and probably a nut for the bottom, or the bottom, and then a nut for the top to tighten it. And it's going to do the same purpose. Then having me add more hardware to it, which I would be adding stainless, just because if I did that way, because it's a nut and I didn't want it to corrode. So it'd make it a little bit more expensive. So if I can save some money and save other people money, and make it a little bit more easier, just to you know just throw it through your what's already on the T-bar. I think it's kind of a win-win in both people's situation, because I'm not trying to overcharge anything. I just want to keep it as simple as possible. But the more I keep doing things, it just gets a little bit more complicated. I just want to keep it simple, but effective, and save money for everybody. That's kind of like one of my staples, and what I like to do is do things the easiest way, the cheapest way, but the best quality I can do it, and the most effective, and something that just works really good overall. So I'm gonna see how that rolls, and then we'll go from there. But that's the way I'm gonna try this one out, and I'll kind of once it's all finished, post more pictures and get more thoughts and input too. But yeah, I appreciate you stopping in. I don't know if many people. I think there's other lives going on. I just figured I'd just go live, messing around here. I got like 45 minutes to do some welding and get a start on this, because I want to get this one done to get it out there. I just don't have any templates for this, and I don't think I'm going to really make many. It's going to be more of a custom thing. I kind of like doing that. It takes a little bit more time, but it kind of just makes everything unique for everybody. But right now, I'm just going to start out with this is kind of the middle plate, for which is going to be just pretty much mounted right on the extension. It's got a little stamp I put on there, the cat claws. I don't know if you can really see it, but these are going to have the tubes mounted right on there. That'll be the main pitchfork, separate from the claw bar itself. So you can utilize it without claw bar. You can just raise up one if you wanted to, instead of having two or three on there. You been out fishing lately, Carp? Just that one day I texted you. I've been working since. All right. Yeah, I went out last weekend. It was super slow. It is pretty early out, though. It's about a little over a month, and usually when I kind of start targeting channel cats, I do got to get on, try to figure out something, because I am got myself involved in JBT's tournament, and the 23rd. So I got to figure out something, but hopefully we can get on some cats. All right. It's early for the carp. Yeah. Soon enough, they will come. Oh. Sharpen up this guy. Nope. Good. Yeah, I'm excited for the season to kind of start kicking off here, though. Get on some more fish. Got a lot of trips planned this year, so super pumped. There's one place out here I know that has cats for sure. I just don't know how to start fishing for them. I'm a carp guy, carp boy. Yeah, pretty much. Just grab what I do is just a simple rig, Carolina rig, which is just like a swivel from your main line. You can use 20-pound test. I usually use like between 30, 40, and 60-pound test, depending on, what size you're looking for. But, like a 10 to 20-pound channel, you can run, 20-pound test, you'd probably be fine. And, throw a weight above your swivel on the main line, and let that have that a free flowing weight, so it can kind of move. And then you just 4-aught, 3-aught hook, and throw on some cut bait. That's the way I would run it. Super simple and effective. But yeah, this weekend on Sunday we'll be doing the Guard Dog Live about night fishing. So we'll kind of go over some topics, tackle and stuff like that. So you might want to stop in there, check out some rigs. There's all sorts of stuff we'll be talking about for night fishing. Because that's generally when I do my catfish is night, but I will do during the mornings, evenings, and if I can in the afternoon. But channels you can catch pretty much any time of the day. If you're in the right spots, they're more active than like a flathead catfish. Did you go to school for welding? No, I did not. I used to do, after high school, I went to like a tech school for a little bit for like web development. Thought it'd be really cool to do, and I decided I really hated it, and I didn't last very long. So after that, I started doing like I painted like office drawers, and did spray painting stuff like that. for a company for about 2 years maybe, and then after that, um, kind of did some here and there things, and then finally I kind of found a lot of my friends that I knew were at a company, and I started from the ground up, kind of grinding and deburring metal and stuff at a metal fab shop, and then eventually, I grew interest in welding. I did that for probably 6, 7 years, and then kind of canceled that, and kind of moved up in their company to run a laser. So that's where kind of this stuff comes in hand with cutting out parts like that. And that's kind of where I am nowadays. But I've always kept the welding knowledge close because I think it's pretty cool to do. This year is the first year I've actually owned my own welder at my house, but I usually everything I used to do welding wise on the rod holders, like last year, I did at work on the shops or the company's welders. But I just got sick of doing it late, staying late at night at the shop doing it, and just had pulled the trigger and get a welder at my house. This one only, it's a cheaper welder. It did cost, it costed like $1,000 plus. I had to buy some equipment, and then I got to get gas and the helmet and all that stuff. So it was about $1,200 to kind of get started. I really haven't invested anything else besides just adding more gas to it when I need it. But for $1,200, man, compared to the welders we have at work that cost over $10,000, this one does like a freaking awesome job. And I was nervous at purchasing something like this just because there wasn't many reviews on it. But man, I'm super happy I did get it, and I saved a lot of money, and the quality is, it's hard to tell from compared to like a $10,000 welder. But yeah, that's kind of where I came into welding, was just kind of learning it from work. I never got like certified as a welder because at the time when our work started doing that, I was already off of welding and running like a punch machine and a laser. I do need some gloves though, since hot. So this will be the front plate for the middle, for the middle rod holder. Make sure that fits before I go any further. Goes right in there. Money. And the next upgrade I want to get, next upgrade I want to get is I got like a hydraulic, excuse me for the mess, but I got a hydraulic press over there. Kind of just like a bottleneck jack, or whatever you call it. I don't have the die set for it, but it's once I can purchase that, which is like $300. It's not much, but I still kind of hesitant to buy it. I'll be able to do a little bit more bending at my house for some custom stuff I like to do, where it doesn't really help to do that work. So that'll be nice, but I'm going to wait a little bit on that yet. Do you have any sort of pro staff team for Cat Claws, like Monty? Well, I kind of considered, what I kind of been doing is just kind of calling the Cat Claw, like Team Cat Claws. And like, just to be straight up, like, truthful about it, like, I try to do what I can for people. But just being how small I am, like, I can't, it's just really hard to support kind of like more of a pro staff and do like free stuff, because this is a lot of money just out of my pocket. And I'd like to do like donations, and I just, for just ordinary people that, I talk to a lot, or someone is interested in buying it, and then I kind of, we talk over a couple of weeks, and all of a sudden we, become kind of more than just talking to somebody else, and you learn about somebody. So I sometimes just like to give things away, stuff like that kind of thing. So it's hard to make a team out of it, or even like a pro staff, because the way I run it is like, I just like to do kind of my own thing on it. But what I've been thinking is, for like a team, I do make like a team shirt. I just can't support spending the money for the amount of people that do like the awesome things they do with my stuff. Like, I just can't support it, because it'd be just, I'm taking so much money out of my pocket and my family income to do it. But what I tell people nowadays is, for people that are coming in that never use my rod holders, coming in and asking, if I can, send them out free ones, I tell them, like, it's really the best thing to do is you buy a rod holder, and if you like it and you want to promote it, I can give you like, discounts and stuff like that, or try to do as best as I can to give you discounts, but I can't like provide like too much free stuff, unless it's just kind of on my own will of wanting to do it, and when I can, because the money right now is, it's really honestly slim pickings. So I'm just trying to, keep it afloat, and be able to do like the donations I do for, the kids tournament I do. That goes through all year. I'm doing a couple veterans donations, and the gathering. I supported that a little bit. So now I just got to kind of like regroup. I'm actually down quite some money from last year from doing so much. And that's pretty much where it all came from was from all the giveaways I did and donations and stuff like that. But I always tell people, if you want to join the team, make videos, I can, if you promote videos and you do stuff like that, like, I'll try to do whatever I can to support you. I love doing that stuff. And it can go both ways, where I can try to help you out as much as I can with, getting you better prices, just for, you taking your time on doing it. But as far as like the t-shirts and stuff, like, I just put them on this drop shipping website. They make a t-shirt for me. I designed it all. It's pretty good quality. It's not like the greatest, because it's, it's just one of those drop shipping companies, but from what I've heard from other people that have them, it's decent. I have a couple of them, and they're not bad. And I don't it's literally marked up like 75 cents just because I put my logos and stuff on it. Otherwise it's, I'm not marking it up to profit off it. I want people to buy it so people can, afford it. And it's not like some super crazy amount of money you're spending to get a t-shirt or a sweatshirt or whatnot. But, I'm more than welcome to, you want to pick up on joining the team. Like, you can be on the team, man. Just support me and I'll support you. And that's kind of where it is. It's kind of more like a brotherhood, that's the way I kind of want to run it for now, just because I honestly don't have any money, and I feel bad trying to tell people, like, you can be on a pro staff team for me and I can't do anything for you. So, all the time. So, that's where it kind of draws a line, is, more of just a friendship, and, that's about it for now, at least. Maybe in the long run, maybe in the future, if things grow, I definitely would consider doing a way better kind of setup, but it's just tough. I'm just stressing a little bit, how low I am on cash. Like, I could only afford, like I said, I could only get like enough to make 5 of these. 6. This is one I bought from the hardware store, all the material, which actually is costing me more money now, but I just can't afford much. So that's pretty much where I stand, is, I'm just trying to gather what I can and then make it, usually to buy. Once someone buys something, I make it, but I'm trying to get these to where I make them and then sell them, because they're pretty time consuming. But hopefully, in the long run, hopefully we get a good year this year and people start picking up on the cat calls. Because I guarantee you, people are missing out because these guys are the real deal. And hopefully, I can get some tooling to make a different style of that. I got a little bit different, pretty much the same design, just a little bit different. I just need some extra things to be able to do it, but I want to get on that too. Just waiting on some funds to happen, hopefully. But man, I appreciate it for people, asking. It makes me feel good that people actually want to be a part of the cat claws. That's awesome. I really, honestly, genuinely appreciate when people say that. But I do get some people that just want. I've done it before in the past. A year ago, is trusted a lot of people that honestly I never heard from ever again after sending things, or I see them, telling me, or seeing other posts about how don't buy from rod holder companies because they're just trying to get money. Man, I ain't trying to get money right now. I'm just trying to make a good product that people can enjoy. Really, it's been like that for about 3 years now. So that's where I stand on my small business is friends helping friends type of system, and I'm pretty big on that. That's all I really want is to have a good time doing it. All right, now we're gonna put this T-bar together. I'm just going off of my head right now. I don't have anything really set up. Let's see what I missed here. It says, I totally understand the reason why I'm asking is because I want to know how I can help support you guys videos wise, because I really like the cat claws and guard dogs. I am not in it for the money. I want to help. Yeah, man. I mean, you just do you, man. That's what I do is, I support probably, every company that I run, I'll support pretty hard. Like, just throw out things or make little videos or little clips. I can tell you that makes a big difference for the people that make their products. Is just it could be a 10-second clip, but it helps out a lot of people. So if you want to make videos, man, I would love to see videos. I love seeing. I really need like takedowns on my rod holders. One big thing is finding crazy weird locations where you can run your cat claws, like the one I had the other day from Frank was on the side of a pole on a dock, which was pretty cool. So that kind of stuff is cool. I mean some people think it's weird, but that's kind of why I made these, is to just be and I don't really make many different other styles, is because I want something that can do all of what 10 different rod holders could do. But yeah, man, go for it, man. No, you can hang in there for a little bit. I'm not good with the videos that much, but I try. I'm learning as well. I have lots of younger kids at the lake come up to me and ask about the guard dogs, and here pretty soon they will ask about the cat claws. I love being able to help kiddos at the lake. Oh, heck yeah, man. That's the best part about it. Watching people smile and, getting people involved. There's so many people that, don't know much about fishing until they, catch their first fish and then they get hooked. What's up, Jay? How's it going? I gotta sharpen my tungsten. I'll be right back. Let's see if I can weld this up without messing it up. It's going, brother. Just relaxing. Just ordered some dinner. Nice. All right. Let's get to at least tacking this up. Yeah, buddy, it's the T-bar. Well, you get a chance to get on this one for a lot cheaper. I'll be making a post about it soon. What's up, Alberto? Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it, Alberto. Thank you. All right, well, getting there. Getting there. So I did it a little different than the last one that you might have seen online that I got to somebody. So I had this pin. I had a 5/16 pin. Ran through both of these square tubings, but now I kind of went a different direction, and I'm only doing a pin on this bottom T-bar because if I'm not sure if everyone's going to want to buy both of these. So if there's an option where someone just wants the extension, which is just going to be like this, mounted on here, so you can raise up your rod holder. So you got your stomper, and you can raise this up, off the ground, so you don't have to bend over. And this is up about probably 15 inches higher. You don't have to buy this. It was just easier because if eventually they want to purchase it, it would just be easier. So it's not going to mismatch from that hole that's in there. So that way you can just throw the pin on the bottom side of this, and it's, don't have to worry about, lining up both of these holes. So there might be a little bit of play, but it's not very much. So it's not going to really make a difference, and it's going to be locked in just like the other way. Them oils be fire, very nice. Thank you. I'm just tacking right now. I did weld this guy up fully, but right now I'm just kind of tacking everything. I always like to tack stuff kind of before I fully completely weld it, because it's a pain to get off if you weld it fully and then all of a sudden something's off a little bit. Let's see. But I will have to actually weld this fully. Let's see. Yeah. Yep, that's not the right way. You see my head moving a lot because of the light reflects onto my welding helmet, and then it turns off, so I can't see nothing. Like it's fully welded on. Now we can weld on top part. Tape measure over. I'm just marking center. I usually do things pretty lenient when it comes to measuring a lot of stuff. I like doing more custom and to my eye. Keeps me on top of stuff, and it just turns out better. Always works better for me. Ooh, that's hot. So I got that tacked on. Just a couple tacks on to keep it on there. So that's gonna be pretty much what the extension is. So that just sits right on top of it. Raise it up. Let's see, it's gonna raise it up from pretty much the tabletop all the way up there. So let's see where the kind of leads us here to how many inches. I shortened up this a little bit from what I originally had it. But now to the top of the loop on the rod holder, it's 22 inches. So that's definitely going to be up to the knee. Easy to grab the rod. If you're just going to use one rod, it's going to be perfect. And then why I call it the pitchfork is because later on when I weld on what goes in the ground, I'm going to have a section of this, what I cut off, a little 4-inch section. That's going to be mounted like that across, and then I'm going to have 2 spikes coming down on each side. That's where the pitchfork name comes from. So maybe it's not the best name, but it'll work. Unique. What Dad's calling me. See, brother, just to throw it out there, have you thought of welding it to the back of the T-bar? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Welding what to the back? Are you talking about welding this plate that I just welded out with the tubes on there? I just figured not everybody's gonna want to buy this section, and I know there's people that just want just a single extension. That's why this kind of came in play when I was thinking about what I could do to utilize this extension a little bit more, is make this second modification where you can throw in this T-bar, and then I'm gonna have where are they? Again, like I'll have 2 tubes, just like in the middle on the side here, where you can mount your rod holders there. And then I don't know if you were in here, but I was explaining on the other one I made, I welded stainless nuts on each side and in the middle for like putting a bolt rod holder. And instead of doing that, that's more time consuming and more money. The best option I came up with to save money for people is just utilizing, this end loop or end tube. Is you can stick. I don't even know where I put it. Oh, here it is. So if you got like a 3/8 bolt rod holder, I only have on hand this 1/2 inch one, so this won't work. But if you have a rod holder like this for your boat, and you got the 3/8, threaded rod or threaded bolt, you can stick that right into the tube, put a nut on this side and a nut on top, and you can lock it down, and you'd be able to use your bolt rod holder right on the ends as well, and in the middle if you wanted to too. It's just going to save money like that on my end and other people's end. But yeah, I did think about placing this here. I just thought the best option was to utilize, because the way I wanted to do it was just make an extension. I didn't ever want to make this until I kind of started making this, and I thought, well, I wonder what I could do other than that. But one reason I put these tubes on the extension is because when you are using it, see how far that's sticking out from the spike is. If I have it closer, this bar sits more in the middle, so that gives it more support on that pad. If I had it closer, there's no support on that pad, so there's going to be more force right directly on that pad. This allows it to give it a little bit more support, to utilize both, the strength of this and the pad at the same time. But that's pretty much why I have this out. I wanted to actually put it in further, but this way just works better, and it's going to be more efficient, I think, and stronger. I haven't really tested it fully. I mean, I tested it with my kids. We all hooked up a line or a rod to it, and had three rods on it, tightened down the drag, and we, hauled our, butts down the grass, and I mean, it didn't move. I mean, the T-bar moved a little bit, but with full drag, 3 rods going at the same time, I'm pretty confident it's going to hold or withstand anything. But I have not I caught like one fish, I think, on it, but it was just a small, like, red horse. Yeah, it takes a lot of thought. I still think about a lot of it, but at some point I gotta just like get to just getting the stuff done, because otherwise I just sit here and brainstorm, and then it just grows to crazy ideas. But we're getting there. We are getting there. All right, now I gotta finish welding this guy. It's like irritating. The thing about what I do is I weld everything complete. I don't like to leave a lot of, empty spaces, even though it's probably not going to go anywhere it is, but I like to, double track on or double back on things and make sure everything is solid. Taking notes. The one thing that's kind of irritating is the angle iron. I wanted to go square just so it's easier to prop up and weld on, instead of ever having this angle and setting it on weird sides. But we'll do. Sure everything goes in smoothly yet. There you go. Yeah, sorry if we don't got the best view of everything. It's as good as I can get right now. All right, so now we got that fully welded. We got this bigger square is welded on each side. That's as much as I can weld it. And then this part that holds the rod holder is welded on top, TIG welded with added rod from the top, bottom, side, and the other side. So pretty much all the way around it, which is held on by that square tube. And that should be enough to keep that from going anywhere. And I'm going to fully weld the T-bar itself. Right now I just got it tacked. Get some light. It's hard to get any good light on here. I don't have, my light broke, so I never replaced it, so now I'm just using a chargeable Ryobi one. So right now I just got this piece tacked in there. What I'm going to do is weld it down, up, and all the way around and back down. So it's going to be fully welded onto this T-bar, and going to be super strong. And we're adding rod to it as well. So what a TIG welder does is if you just TIG weld, if I just go across this on the TIG welder and full blast it, it's going to melt the metal together, which is called fusing. Now, if you take like a filler rod, this is just a mild steel filler rod, and you add that in as you're filling it, it's double penetrating and giving you a really good solid weld. And I prefer this over MIG welding, which is with a gun, and it kind of adds the rod for you. But I like doing this way. I weld it super hot and make sure it is never going to break. Sounds good, Jay. I'll check into that once I get off here. I'm only going to do like half of this. Maybe I'll continue. Maybe tomorrow night. We're doing a birthday party for both of my boys since my oldest son Finley's birthday was Sunday. birthday is this Sunday. So we're doing like a little going out to eat party for them tomorrow, and then when I get home, I might go live to finish this up, or I'll just be waiting till the weekend. I'm not gonna fully finish this up. Once I get some of this done, I'm gonna take it to work and sandblast it, I think. But I think I'm just gonna finish this weld right here and call it a night. It's getting late, about 8 o'clock here. I'm gonna have to look in and do a new lighting system this weekend. I can't stand this lit. You know what I'm doing? I already tacked it, but I like to just try to tack it as many spots as I can before I start putting a lot of heat on it. It can cause it to warp. Usually I'll clamp things down as well. I don't think this is going to warp like that because it's a little bit thicker. But if you don't tack it enough, sometimes it can raise in spots and it'll be a little uneven. So I gave it a nice probably 6 or 7 tacks on each kind of all the way around just to keep that from not moving around and stationary. Can I take it off? Yeah, I'll be in a little bit. Sun came out, scared me. Happy birthday to the boys, brother. I'm going to get ready to start painting my cat claws and have to clean them off. Awesome, man. Make sure you post some pics about that. I appreciate it if you do. Can't wait to see them on the banks. Cat claws, baby. Right back. I just got. Okay, finish it up then. I love seeing pictures, man. Man. Usually when I weld and TIG weld, I sit down. It's a lot easier to stay stable. My son is using my chair, so I'm standing while I'm welding right now. So I'm going to finish welding this section up here. I just got a couple more spots. And then I'm going to go in my truck. I don't have one of the little pins. I have one in my truck from my T-bar. I'm gonna take that off and bring it in. Kind of show you the difference in design. And this is what I'm gonna run with right now. I think it's gonna be a little bit more efficient. I'm on my end, but it's not gonna harm anything. But let me just, I gotta get two more, this bottom side and then the other side. So I'll go grab that. I'm running out of rod here. And then I gotta get the back side. Oh, I need to get a new light. All right. Make sure everything is smooth sailing. Gonna be a little tight because it's hot, so it's a little bit expanded right now. But it'll once it cools down, it's nice and smooth through here. Still not bad. All right. So let me go get my pin, and we can take a look at this. I'll be right back. I gotta open the garage, so it might be a little noisy. Give me 1 minute here. All right. Actually, I'm gonna take you guys inside. Better lighting in there. I got the other T-bar here, and we can discuss for a little while in there before I end the show. Appreciate the people stopping in. Let's get to the good stuff here. Sorry, my garage is a disaster. Okay, back up, girl. Go back. All right. I got crazy huskies. They'll go outside and run away and follow a deer trail for miles until they.
I can just grab my food we left in my car.
Oh, you got it?
It's left in the car.
Did you get it?
I can't get it.
You and Finley go out and get it. The food. I forgot about it. I was just over there too. I thought I smelled something good in my truck. Go out in the front door though. All right. Let's Oh, happy birthday to your wife, Jay. I just don't want to set this one's probably pretty hot yet.
It's my truck. Okay.
All right, so here we go. So this is the part that's pretty much only missing, besides these two, the loops or the tubes on each end for the rod holders. But this is why I call it the pitchfork. This one's not so pretty. I just kind of threw it on there, and it's only held in by the rods on each side are only held in by like 3 tacks. But this one threw some rocks, and I mean just 4 tacks on there, and it held up great. So that just shows you how strong just tacks are. What's up, Nico? You guys gonna go outside? All right, hold on a second. You guys gotta go outside. Not so. But I'm gonna show you the difference, because this is a style I was originally gonna make. Kind of where there's a hole in here, and then there's also a hole on there, and then when you put these in, that's where your pin goes between there. But I just wanted to play it on the safe side, and put that hole like this on the bottom side. I did, yeah. They wanted to go outside.
Okay.
I just put it on this piece, so it goes right to through that bigger tube or square tube, and it doesn't have to go. This thing's really hot. It doesn't have to go through both tubes. It's just that one, and you don't have to worry about it kind of not connecting right or being able to get that through. This thing is extremely hot. It's a little harder to get in right now because the heat is making the metal expand a little bit. So once it cools down, it will work just fine. I know that. But so it doesn't really matter which way you prefer to put your pin in there. I don't know. I'm just seeing what way looks better. But so that pin, I'm gonna probably get different pins. This one's a little big. I'm gonna get some smaller ones that just fit more uniform in there. But there is going to be a little play in this. That's the only thing that kind of bothers me, but it's not going to bother me as much as drilling holes through both, and then somebody getting one that, you know, the pin doesn't work right or something like that. So that's just how it's going to be. It's not going to affect the performance, and it's going to be in there strong, but it is going to, once you have tension on it with your lines out, that's going to be held in place a lot better anyways. So that backside sits right on the backside of the angle iron there. And then of course you're going to have these tubes to put your rod holder in. And then you'll have 2 tubes on this side to put a rod holder in. And then you have 2 tubes on this side to have a rod holder. And like I said, if you want to throw bolt rod holders, I think my option, which I would recommend, is just taking your bolt rod holder and putting it through the tube itself, and then just double nutting it on each end. So that would be that. So that's the only thing I need to fix on or finish on this one, is put the tubes on, and then after that is cutting this section of angle iron, welding that on, and then just bending up, you know, a little piece of rod for that pitchfork. And then just giving it a little point at the end, nothing sharp, just enough to, you know, get into that dirt easier. And that should be it. And then I kind of had my own little thing on here. I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of hard when it's welded. But it has the cat claws imprinted on there. I stamped that into there. So you know what you're getting. You're getting the claws. Sounds good, Jay. But that's it. Like I said, you don't have to use the T-bar. The T-bar, that's hot. the T-bar is just there for if you want to run, multiple rods and, one area, and the ground is a little bit tough to get 3 rod holders in. This is where you can use it just one spot, and you can have 3 holders on there. Or if you just want to use it just as a single, and for lifting it up for 1 rod, it gives you about, I think, like 22 inches. I think I said higher. So that's probably kneecap high. So you're not reaching down, bending down to get your line, and this is a perfect you know accessory with a rod holder you already have, and you don't have to buy like separate things. And you can utilize the claw bar, and you have one thing that you can use 3 things on. But I'm gonna head out here. It's getting late. I got it washed up and get to bed. And I'm gonna be starting to cut up all the material I have. So stay tuned. Look for a Facebook post on my Cat Cause page about getting on one of these, because I only have 5 made up. I'll only have 5, enough to make 5 right now with the material I have. So once I get those all done within the next week or so, I'm throwing those on the website, making a post, and they will be up for grabs for anybody wanting it, because I know there's a few that do. But I'm going to make it fair to everybody, so if you see it, you can get it. All right, guys, take it easy. Like always, keep on hucking.